Paul Mason, Postcapitalism, A Guide to Our Future. Delve into the fascinating world of Postcapitalism, A Guide to Our Future, by Paul Mason, and explore the reasons behind the imminent downfall of neoliberal capitalism. This book summary unravels the effects of fiat money, financialization, global trade imbalances, and the information technology revolution on our current economic system. As you plunge into this insightful analysis, prepare yourself to learn how new modes of production, alongside historical economic cycles, challenge the fundamental principles of capitalism, ultimately leading us toward a post-capitalist society.
Neoliberalism's grim realities. The failures of neoliberalism, the modern form of capitalism where societies pursue individual self-interest in a free market, are becoming increasingly evident. According to OECD, economic growth will slow down while inequality will rise by 40% in the Western world. The two main factors behind these disturbing trends are financialization and the use of fiat money to combat financial crises. Financialization, the process by which bank credits compensate for stagnant income, can lead to an imaginary economy based on the interest on loans and credits. When it comes to crises, the use of fiat money allows governments to take on more debt, which will eventually cause follow-up crises. This practice has already led to some severe emergencies, such as the 2015 Eurozone crisis, where the European Central Bank printed €1.6 trillion. The result is that more and more of society's money is imaginary, based purely on interest owed on loans and credits, which is a significant cause of why neoliberalism is failing. Neoliberalism's four main failures. Neoliberalism's collapse has been attributed to four main factors. The first is global imbalances, whereby major deficit countries import more than they export. The second is the information technology revolution, which undermines the role of property ownership in neoliberalism. Additionally, fiat money and financialization have also contributed to the downfall of neoliberalism by causing economic instability. The 2008 financial crisis once served as a wake-up call to the non-sustainability of neoliberalism. In essence, neoliberalism has failed due to the inadequacies of these four interrelated factors. The Kondratieff Cycles. The Kondratieff theory argues that capitalism cycles through historical waves of upswings and downswings, rather than collapsing in crises. Joseph Schumpeter developed this theory into the Kondratieff Cycles, which have had 4 cycles in the history of capitalism. However, the disruption in this pattern appears to have stalled the 5th wave due to the failure of neoliberalism. The End of Capitalism. The impact of information technology on traditional economics. In the 1990s, the rapid growth of personal computers and increased information sharing fundamentally altered the economy. People began coining terms like knowledge economy and cognitive capitalism, which didn't fit into traditional capitalist frameworks. The rise of information technology challenged the basic principles of supply and demand in a capitalist system. In an economy increasingly based on information products like software, ebooks, and online news articles, the rules of the game have changed. Information goods can be copied and shared at little cost, unlike physical products that are limited in supply and therefore more valuable. Information technology has enabled new forms of non-capitalist production. For example, Wikipedia is a free platform with over 24 million registered users who contribute to it without any expectation of profit or ownership. The emergence of free goods and lack of property rights inherent in the network economy mean that a post-capitalist society is possible. Information technology is leading us to a future beyond the current capitalist framework. The value of online music according to Marx's labor theory. The labor theory developed by Karl Marx explains the value of information goods like online music. According to Marx, the value of a commodity is determined by the number of socially necessary hours to produce it. Information goods can be thought of as finished labor, meaning their value depends on the effort put into producing them. Marx was right about the value of labor but mistaken about the working class's ability to end capitalism. However, capitalism has acquired new enemies, including people who are dissatisfied with the system and its negative consequences. The next part explores how to transition out of capitalism and into something better. The transition to post-capitalism. Western society evolved from feudalism to capitalism over several hundred years for various reasons. Famine, banking, the conquest of the Americas, and the printing press contributed to the downfall of feudalism. Similarly, the shift from capitalism, which is being undermined by global changes like climate change and aging populations, to post-capitalism will also be a lengthy and rough process shaped by technology and global shifts. Capitalism cannot keep up with climate change because of the supply of and demand for oil, and developed countries will face workforce problems in the future. Although the road may be rocky, the evolution to post-capitalism will eventually happen. Advancing towards post-capitalism. The eradication of carbon emissions, a market with no cost of production, and close to zero labor time are some of the primary goals of the post-capitalist project. The author argues that the state could play a crucial role in achieving this by implementing structural reforms in the market, providing tax incentives for sustainable projects, adapting the tax system to favor non-profit organizations and collaborative production, and emphasizing living wage jobs instead of low-wage ones. Additionally, the state could stop privatization, dismantle monopolies, and alleviate debt to transition into post-capitalism. Finally, the author suggests that providing a basic income for all citizens can facilitate innovation and collaborative efforts. The author emphasizes that collaboration is key to achieving a post-capitalist society, drawing inspiration from the power of collaboration exemplified by Wikipedia.
As we reach the end of this intriguing journey through post-capitalism, a guide to our future, we have witnessed the crumbling of neoliberal capitalism due to four major factors: fiat money, financialization, global imbalances, and the information technology revolution. Like the transformation from feudalism to capitalism, the transition to a post-capitalist society is bound to be lengthy and shaped by technology and global shifts. It is only through collaborative projects, revising the role of the state, and addressing the challenges posed by contemporary economic and societal shifts that we can successfully transition to a more sustainable and just global economic model. The beginning of the post-capitalist era awaits us, and the opportunity to redefine our future is at hand.